mean, I've always loved chocolate. I guess what really got me started was growing up for holidays. My mom would always give me a little Godiva chocolate box with my very favorite raspberry dark chocolate truffles. And that always stuck in my head as kind of a special little treat. It was kind of my go-to self-indulgence. If I would go, if I was shopping or something like that, I'd always pop in to the chocolate shop when I was a kid and just use my little bit of babysitting money or whatever to buy just a couple of little chocolate truffles. And as I grew up, I would try different chocolate shops wherever I traveled to. I still do that. Everywhere I go in the world, I always kind of seek out the local chocolate shops. And I started playing around and experimenting with making my own chocolates. I was probably in my early 30s and had little kids at home, but it was something that I would do just to sort of develop some skills and that. And then I started taking some classes a little bit more formally and really, really loved it. And then as I was developing, in my skill set, doing some apprenticeships and taking some more serious classes, we had the opportunity to move back to Lebanon, which is where my husband is from, and open up a chocolate business there. And that's when things got really serious, is that I was suddenly in charge of a full chocolate production kitchen, and was able to do that for a few years. But then the pull of home is strong. And so we came back to Michigan, and I kind of started recreating what we had been doing there slowly and building and starting to do some new things. And I've continued to take some chocolate classes with some chocolatiers here in the States. And we're going from there. I had the opportunity to train with some Italian and French chocolatiers, both in the States and abroad. And that has really given me an appreciation for the sort of classic European chocolate techniques. And a lot of what we like to do now is marry those classic chocolate techniques, bring in some modern decorating techniques and some modern flavor profiles, and then also pull in a lot of the different flavors that I've experienced when living and traveling in different parts of the world, and trying to bring a little bit of those international flavors back home. Working with chocolate really is an art form. You have a couple of different layers to that. First of all, you've got the medium that you're actually using, the chocolate, and finding really great quality ingredients. Starting with a really great base chocolate that's kind of like your canvas, and you are trying to find really good ingredients to use to make the fillings. And I try to source mostly fresh local ingredients to it's culinary art really, and blend that in with the really great base chocolate. But what is taking it sort of to the next level in the work that I do is I focus a lot on the decoration of the chocolate, because really first you eat with your eyes, and when you see something that looks beautiful, has that beautiful artistic, it's just a shiny, glossy, bright pops of color, it's attractive. And we always try to use a color palette and a design that invokes what the flavor itself is. So for example, with our raspberry rose bonbon, we use sort of subtle shades of pink blended in that evoke that sort of raspberry and rose tone. to really give you an indication of what's on the inside. I think that one thing that people don't realize is the amount of time it takes to get to the finished product. It's a days-long process where we start by decorating the molds. That takes, a few hours just to decorate the molds, a batch of molds, and then we wait until the next day or later in the day to fill the molds, prep the chocolate shell. So then you fill that with the melted tempered chocolate and empty it out so that it leaves a hollow shell. And we let that sit. That stays until the next day. And then on the third day, we will prepare the fillings and fill all the molds of the chocolate. So now we're on day 3. And we usually like to let those sit overnight so that the chocolate will crystallize, the ganaches will crystallize and form a rich, creamy, but also shelf-stable product. And then the 4th day, we cap the chocolates and then unmold them. So to get from start to finish, it's a 4-day process. And I think a lot of people don't recognize that it does take so long just to get to that finished, beautiful, shiny little bonbon at the end. I can't say enough about how pivotal and important being part of the Downriver Council for the Arts has been for me as an artist. They've been so supportive in providing the space that we need to do the work that we do, and then also lots of support in terms of helping a new business get started, really getting our word out there about what it is that we're doing, having the contact with the community, with all of these other amazing artists that we, sometimes people don't even know what vibrant arts community there is here downriver. And it's just inspiring to me to walk in through the gallery every day and see different installations for different shows that are going on, to see all of the different art, the beautiful sculptures and the paintings and the drawings. That's inspiring to be around that kind of art on a daily basis, and knowing that so many people are just putting their heart and soul into these pieces, and getting to meet the people that do that and work with them. And that's really just what I love about working out of this space.